Hello, and welcome to the August installment of Construction Junction, presented to you by MSU Infrastructure Planning and Facilities. If you have any comments or questions concerning this presentation, or have suggestions on how we might improve, please let us know via the feedback box on the Construction Junction webpage located at the address on the screen. The agenda for the August presentation will begin with updates on which projects are going to the next two Board of Trustees meetings. We will then have new presentations on the fourth phase of the Hubbard Hall masonry restoration and window replacement, and the installation of a reverse osmosis water system at the power plant. And finally, updates on current ongoing projects. Beginning with the August BOT meeting, the projects going to the board will include, for Step 2, authorization to proceed, biochemistry power service replacement, STEM facility construction, food science lab renovation, and pathological incinerator storage building construction. Moving on to the October BOT meeting, the projects going to the board will include, for Step 2, authorization to proceed, veterinary medical center HVAC unit replacements, installation of a reverse osmosis system at the power plant, Abrams Planetarium addition, Hubbard Hall exterior masonry repair and window replacement Phase 4, installation of field lighting at Old College Field, and expansion of the swine teaching and research facility. We begin our new presentations with the planned fourth phase of the Hubbard Hall masonry restoration and window replacement project. This project is necessary as a masonry investigation in 2013 identified structural problems in the building envelope. At the same time, windows original to the building's construction will be replaced with more energy-efficient units. This is the final phase of a 4-year project. Impacts will include the limited access to the building during construction. Construction is scheduled to begin next May, with completion by August of the same year. Here are some shots of the issues with the masonry envelope that will be addressed during renovation. For questions regarding the Hubbard Hall project, contact Project Manager Carol Kuhl. Next is the project to install a reverse osmosis water system at the T.B. Simon power plant. The power plant currently produces purified water for the boilers using a deionized water system, which works well, but is expensive to operate and maintain. The reverse osmosis system will remove the majority of minerals before the water goes to the DI system, reducing overall operating costs. The goals of the project are to install an RO system ahead of the DI system, which will reduce DI system regenerations, saving maintenance and chemical costs. The scope of the project will include the RO system installation and integration of its controls into the existing control room system. Campus utility services will not be affected during the installation. However, close coordination among power and water site logistics and operations will be required. Construction is scheduled to begin this December, with completion by the following April. Here is a shot of the pre-filter system and an example of the type of RO system being installed. For questions regarding the reverse osmosis project, contact Project Manager Chris Barnes. We began our updates with the Wilson Road Extension project. Accomplishments during the month of July included the opening of the new Conrad Road and installation of curbs and road base for the westbound lanes of the new Wilson Road segment. Impacts expected in August include the changing of direction of the vehicular access route to Fee Hall and continued pedestrian and vehicular detours until mid-November. Here is the construction phasing plan showing areas impacted by construction for the period through mid-August and the period from mid-August through mid-November. And here you see some shots of the new Wilson Road segment. For questions regarding the Wilson Road project, contact Project Manager Dave Wilbur. Next is an update on the Interdisciplinary Science and Technology building construction project. Accomplishments during the month of July included commencement of flooring installation and painting on the second floor, and wrapping up of window installation. Impacts to the campus community during August will include continued heavy construction traffic on Service Road. Here are exterior and interior views of the atrium. Some shots of progress on the interior, and the prefabricated cold rooms which have been installed. For those of you who would like to follow the progress of construction on this project, please check out the live webcam site at the address on the screen. For questions regarding the ISTech facility project, contact Project Representative Carol Kuhl. Next, we have an update on the Business College Complex addition. Accomplishments during the month of July included wrapping up of building envelope construction, commencement of interior finish installation, and painting of drywall. Impacts to the campus community during August will include the continued closure of the sidewalks traveling north and south between Shaw Hall and the Business College Complex, and the closure of the sidewalk north of Shaw Lane throughout summer. Here is a shot of some of the exterior work that's in its final phases, and some views of the grand atrium. Here is the site logistics plan showing those areas affected by construction. For those of you who would like to follow the progress of construction on this project, please check out the live webcam site at the address on the screen. For questions regarding the Business College Addition project, contact Project Manager Tony Rhodes. Next is an update on the FRIB HRS and Isotope Harvesting Experimental Vault project. Accomplishments during the month of July included construction of the earth retention system and commencement on caisson installation. There are no additional impacts expected in August. Here is a shot of the caisson installation currently in progress. For questions regarding the HRS project, contact Project Manager Todd Elkin. Next is an update on the FRIB Cryogenic Assembly Building project. Accomplishments during the month of July included completion of concrete pier cap placement on the north and south sides of the site, and placement of the remaining 3 helium tanks on the SRF high bay roof. There are no additional impacts expected in August. Here are some shots of the continuing concrete work and of the crane lift to place the helium tanks on the SRF high bay roof. For questions regarding the Cryogenic Assembly Building project, contact Project Manager Jessica Kolp. Next is an update on the STEM facility construction project. This project is located at the site of the decommissioned Shaw Lane power plant. Accomplishments during the month of July included installation of site fencing, completion of tree removal, commencement of masonry cleaning and window removal, and progress on roof removal. Impacts to the campus community during August will include increased construction traffic in the Shaw Lane-Red Cedar Road intersection. Here are some shots of the Shaw Lane power plant showing window removal and masonry cleaning in preparation for further construction. For questions regarding the STEM facility project, contact Project Manager Ken Gottschalk. Next is an update on the Cook Hall renovation project. Accomplishments during the month of July included wrapping up a fire suppression system installation, progress on framing of the new addition, commencement of drywall installation in the main building, and progress on MEP installations. Impacts to the campus community during August will include the continued inaccessibility of the construction zone with pedestrian detours in place. Here are some shots of the various MEP installations, drywall installation, and of framing work on the new addition. For questions regarding the Cook Hall project, contact Project Manager Amr Abdelazim. Next is an update on the Jenison Field House renovation project. Accomplishments during the month of July included continuation of second floor north drywall installation, finishing, and painting, starting demolition of the masonry wall on the second floor south, and progress on the mechanical and electrical rough-in installation. Impacts to building occupants during August will include the limited access to the north half of the second and third floors and inaccessibility of the second floor restrooms. Here are some shots of the drywall, painting, and ceiling installation in some of the interior spaces. For questions regarding the Jenison Field House project, contact Project Manager Matt Postma. Next is an update on the IM West renovation project. Accomplishments during the month of July included installation and striping of the new turfgrass system, installation of the heating and ventilation system, ceiling fans, LED lighting, fire sprinklers, new egress doors, structural steel, and underfloor drainage system. Painting and installation of the overhead doors, divider curtain, netting system, and various electrical and mechanical components are in progress. No additional impacts are expected in August. Here's a view of the flooring prior to construction, and some shots of the new turf grass flooring, and of the new egress and overhead doors. For questions regarding the IM West project, contact Project Manager Scott Gardner. Next, we have an update on the alterations to Demonstration Hall. Accomplishments during the month of July included completion of demolition and installation of new concrete flooring, LED lighting, circulation fans, scoreboard, and plumbing rough-ins, continued installation of arena and bathroom flooring, and progress on the dashboard system, bathroom fixtures, partitions, painting, electrical, mechanical, and architectural items. Impacts to the campus community during August will include the inaccessibility of 5 to 8 parking spaces south of Dem Hall. Here is a view of the hall prior to the start of construction. The current conditions of the arena area, the new dashboard and netting system, new lighting and ceiling fans, and the new epoxy flooring in the bathrooms. For questions regarding the Demonstration Hall project, contact Project Manager Scott Gardner. Next, we have an update on the IM East renovation project. Accomplishments during the month of July included completion of demolition and abatement, installation of LED and emergency lighting, painting, and cleaning of ventilation equipment and structural steel, and progress on installation of the new running track handrails, painting of the structural steel and the handrails, installation of new track flooring, repair of gymnasium flooring, installation of window treatments and various architectural, electrical, and mechanical items. Impacts to the campus community during August will include temporary court access detours and a pedestrian detour between IM Sports East and the Wharton parking ramp. Here are some shots of the facility prior to construction, the current condition of the gymnasium and running track, the running track flooring installation in progress, and the new handrail system installed. For questions regarding the IM East project, contact Project Manager Scott Gardner. Next, we have an update on the Food Science Fruit and Vegetable Lab renovation project. Accomplishments during the month of July included completion of construction drawings and budget finalization, including the addition of a process off-season chiller, which will support the food processing plant and vivarium, review of the submittals for the chiller, and drawings completion for the third floor MEP systems. Impacts to the campus community during August will include the block-off of 4 parking spaces in Lot 43 until August 17th, with 7 spaces barricaded for crane lifts, a 12-hour fume hood exhaust system shutdown on August 2nd, and the continuation of construction noise during demolition. For questions regarding the Food Science Lab project, contact Project Manager Brian Anderson. Next, we have an update on the Communication Arts and Sciences roof replacement project. Accomplishments during the month of July included installation of roof membrane, insulation, and ballast, and wrap-up of flashing installation. The roof is scheduled for inspection in early August. No additional impacts are expected. Here are some shots of the different components of the roofing system that were replaced. For questions regarding the Com Arts roofing project, contact Project Manager Brandon Charlin. Next, we have an update on the third phase of the Hubbard Hall masonry restoration and window replacement project. Accomplishments during the month of July included the wrap-up of window installation, completion of masonry repair, and the commencement of site cleanup. Impacts to the campus community during August will include the continued inaccessibility of the building during the completion of construction. Here are some shots of the new window units, new interior sill components, and the stair curtain wall being lifted into place. For questions regarding the Hubbard Hall project, contact Project Manager Carol Kuhl. Next, we have an update on the Campus Water System Improvement Project, which is located on the southeast corner of the Service Road and Recycling Drive intersection. Accomplishments during the month of July included the commencement of construction site rough grading. Impacts during August will include the commencement of foundation and utility excavation, which may require temporary disruption of pedestrian and vehicular traffic on Service Road. For those of you who would like to follow the progress of construction on this project, please check out the live webcam site at the address on the screen. For questions regarding the campus water system project, contact Project Manager Bob Nessel. Next, we have an update on the Music Building Addition project. Accomplishments during the month of July included installation of construction site fencing, staging, and trailer, and preliminary site preparation. Impacts to the campus community during August will include the inaccessibility of portions of Adams Field. However, pedestrian passage across the field from northeast to southwest will be maintained. Surrounding roads and sidewalks will remain open during construction. Here's a graphic showing the location of the new addition relative to the existing structure, and some shots of the construction site. For questions regarding the Music Building Addition project, contact Project Manager Todd Wilson. Next, we have an update on the Biochemistry window replacement project. Accomplishments during the month of July included completion of all south-facing window replacements and first, fourth, and fifth floor replacements on the north side. Impacts to the campus community during August will include temporary impacts to parking on the south side of the facility, narrowing of the walkway adjacent to BPS, and installation of temporary northwest entrance protection during stairwall window installation. The project is currently 1 month ahead of schedule. The new window units no longer require the use of solar screens, and so give a much cleaner appearance to the facility. Here is a shot of the barrier protection installed to accommodate the swing stage used during window installation, and of the swing stage itself. For questions regarding the Biochemistry window replacement project, contact Project Manager Kristen Pennock. Lastly, we have an update on the window and curtain wall replacement at the Student Services Building. Accomplishments during the month of July included completion of window installation on the first 3 phases on the east and north faces of the building. A delay in receipt of the operable vent windows requires temporary covering those spaces with plywood. However, the units are expected to arrive by the 1st of August and will be installed during non-working hours. Here are some shots of window replacement in progress, and of the plywood temporarily installed, awaiting receipt of the vent window units. For questions regarding the Student Services window and curtain wall replacement project, contact Project Manager Carol Kuhl. This concludes the August Construction Junction presentation. We encourage you to visit the Infrastructure Planning and Facilities website at www.ipf.msu.edu. There you will find information on construction and maintenance alerts, detour information, construction junction information, project, and contact information. There are also a number of other IPF resources available, including listservs that you can subscribe to keep up to date with various IPF projects and events. Stay connected with IPF via social media. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, watch our videos on YouTube, and follow us on Instagram. Construction Junction presentations will be made available on the CJ website around the 7th of each month. We thank you for taking the time to check us out, and we hope you'll visit again.